News coming in on this story. An official statement has now been released from U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd J. Austin III, confirming that U.S. has shot down the Chinese spy balloon. It states that the move was taken under the direction of President Biden. Now, according to the statement, a U.S. fighter aircraft assigned to U.S. Northern Command successfully brought down the high-altitude surveillance balloon launched by and belonging to the People's Republic of China over the water off the coast of South Carolina in U.S. The balloon, which was being used by China in an attempt to surveil strategic sites in the continental United States, was brought down above U.S. territorial waters. So, now we have a statement from the U.S. Defence Secretary Lloyd J. Austin III, who has confirmed that U.S. has now shot down the Chinese spy balloon. The statement says that the move was taken under the direction of U.S. President Joe Biden. And according to the statement, a U.S. fighter aircraft assigned to U.S. Northern Command successfully brought down the high-altitude surveillance balloon launched by and belonging to the People's Republic of China over the water off the coast of South Carolina in U.S. airspace. Now, the balloon, which was being used by China in an attempt to surveil strategic sites in the continental United States, was brought down above U.S. territorial waters. And now, after the balloon was shot down, fresh tense confrontation has erupted between China and the United States after the mystery Chinese balloon was shot down by the U.S. today. Our correspondent Siddhant is joining us on this story to give us more details. Siddhant, if you could just tell our viewers, how exactly did the United States shoot down the balloon?
Well, there was immense pressure on the government of the United States, and especially President Biden, because 2 days back when we were reporting about this balloon, we were told, and in fact, that was an official release from Pentagon, which said that President has been advised by Pentagon advisors that they cannot bring it down because the debris can cause a lot of damage. So that was perhaps the reason that the shooting down of balloon was delayed. And in fact, the Chinese state media then made a mockery of United States air defense system. And in a way, they made a mockery and they said that it is nothing but a decoration. The air defense system of America is nothing but a decoration if they cannot spot or bring down a balloon. But last night, and in fact yesterday, we got this confirmation that the balloon has been shot down. And in fact, 3 of the major airports in USA the operations at those airports were paused till the time this balloon was shot down. Also, NORAD has played a very important role in shooting down of balloon. In very close coordination with Canada, this exercise has been executed. So President Biden had gave his consent to shoot the balloon down. And in fact, the fighter jets were assigned to Northern Command to bring down the balloon. The aviators did bring down the balloon. And in fact, the footage of balloon coming down and that one exercise, post the exercise video is getting viral and really viral in US cyberspace. So there was immense pressure. Also, it's a matter of national security, but at the same time, political pressure on President Biden was increasing because America talks about protecting the world. Now, when they cannot protect their own sovereign airspace, then that raises question on their capability. Also, Chinese were completely silent. All they had to say was that this balloon is to gather information related to atmosphere, information related to nature. It has nothing to do with the collecting information regarding the sensitive military sites in US or any other spy purpose. So this is what China had to say. But again, China sending a balloon which is violating the airspace of a sovereign nation is something happening for the very first time. And this is perhaps the reason that not just internally, but in fact, the other countries were also unofficially putting pressure on US to shoot the balloon down, because that is how a country can give a befitting reply to a country like China, which has started sending air surveillance system to sovereign nations. So it was for the first time that something of this sort has happened, or China has sent such balloons. US has given a befitting reply, but again, it took a lot of time, and even experts say that it took almost 3 days for US to bring the balloon down. So in a way, they say that if a balloon requires so much time, so it means that they did not have mechanism in place to bring such balloons down, and they saw the right opportunity when balloon was flying over territorial waters of United States. At that time, they decided to bring it down. So it certainly raises a lot of questions on the preparations of United States. But again, question needs to ask to China as well, that what was the need to send a balloon, which is violating the sovereign airspace. Also, they say that in fact, Chinese state media, Global Times, has again tweeted on this entire balloon shooting down, and they say that it shows U.S. aggression. They also say that U.S. should have handled the situation calmly and in a poised manner. But till yesterday, they were making fun of U.S. air defense system. Now, when U.S. has shot it down, they're saying that U.S. should have behaved in a matured, calm, and poised manner. That is a reaction coming from Chinese state media, but we have been told that at an ambassador level in Washington and through a foreign office in Beijing, U.S. has conveyed opposition and discomfort to this entire exercise, which has been carried out by China to send balloons. And in fact, President Biden and his government is under huge criticism in the United States, because people say that till now Chinese were buying our farms, till now Chinese were investing in stock markets, till now Chinese were buying real estate inventories. Now they have started violating our sovereign airspace. So it's not. It was indeed a matter of a national security. But again, people were unhappy with the way government was behaving, and in fact, they were saying that how can this balloon enter our airspace and can roam freely for 3 days without U.S. government doing nothing? So
Right.
that was a perception which percolated, and in fact, people were really unhappy, and this is the reason that the only option left for Mr. Biden and his government was to shoot it down. So the instructions were given, and fighter jets were assigned to Northern Command, and then this entire exercise was executed. And in fact, three airports were paused. The operations were paused on those three airports till the time this exercise got over. Back to you.
Right, Siddhant. We also have Abhishek Jha with us on this story. Abhishek, so clearly this shooting down of the balloon hasn't gone down well with China, and China has expressed strong dissatisfaction on this move. Can you give us more details about how has China reacted to this whole shooting down incident?
So Chinese side has said that USA could have acted in a more calmer manner. You know that US has already raised this issue, saying that it is a clear violation of international law and sovereignty of USA. China has also said that it is a violation of international law. This is one of the rare incidents when officially USA aviators has brought down a Chinese asset which was flying over USA territory, because this air balloon has been shot down some 5-6 nautical miles away from the USA coast in North Carolina area. Up to 12 mile is the area which is considered in the international water a territorial right of the land that the country has sovereignty over, and beyond that it would have been international water. So probably USA was waiting for this balloon to cross over the territory and go into the seawater where it could brought it down safely without hurting people on the ground, and this is what was done. But I mean, if USA wouldn't have shot it down, this balloon may have reached into the international water in a few hours' time. So whether it was just a necessary step to shoot this balloon down, or was it a symbolic gesture from the USA side that it can act decisively on any Chinese assets which supposedly is snooping around the USA military assets in over USA